The Pastor Who Hated Church. Follow Elvis Jung on his journey of redemption. Chapter 11. On Monday at 9 o'clock, Elvis arrived at the offices behind the coffee house, unsure of what he'd find. The office was locked. He looked through the windows and found no one inside. He looked around the parking lot. His was the only car. Elvis decided to waste a few minutes and go to a coffee shop. Half an hour later, he returned to discover a solitary car in the lot. Elvis entered the office. The girl seated at the reception desk looked shocked to see him. "Can I help you?" "I'm Elvis. I'm the new guy." "Really? Oh, okay. I'm Sylvia. I take care of the offices on Mondays when no one else is around." "Does that mean Kip won't be in today?" "Hun, no one comes in on Mondays. It's like their universal day off." "Huh. Kip told me something about dancing on Monday. No one's coming in today?" "I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you want to do, but I can show you around the office. I think I know which one's going to be yours." "You do?" "It's the only empty one. Come on, I'll show you." Elvis followed Sylvia to a small room with a desk and 2 chairs. The walls were a light blue and completely devoid of ornament. Placed on top of the desk was a laptop with a note attached. "This is yours, I think," said Sylvia. "Thanks. I'll be at the front, manning the phones. Holler if you need anything," said Sylvia before she went back to her desk. Elvis sat at the desk and picked up the note. "Elvis, I hope this works for you. You're already online. I've added the church websites to your favorites. You may want to check them out. I set up an account for you on CyberLife. Kip said you were going to start a church there. Have fun, Nick." Elvis logged on and scrolled down the list of favorites. The first site he went to was for the table. The site was elaborate, but it didn't really appeal to him. There was another site for the jam improv worship sessions. He clicked on the latest download and listened to the music. It sounded like a jam session. There were lots of starts and stops, some discussion about key changes and something about rhythm, but mostly it was rough. Elvis stopped the audio. His cell phone rang. "Hello?" "Elvis, where are you?" "I'm at the office. Who is this?" "It's Kip." "Why are you at the office? It's Monday." "Where should I be?" asked Elvis. "At the dance aerobics class. We're all here." "Say that again? I didn't think I heard you right." "Dance aerobics. We do it as a staff outing every week. Didn't Sylvia tell you?" "No. I don't know what's going on. What are we doing again?" "It's a bonding thing. We stay in shape together. It's all about balance, man. We want to keep our spirit, mind, and body in shape. All 3. It's like a human trinity. Symbiotic, eh?" Yeah, I guess so. Sorry I missed it." "No worries, man. You'll catch up with us next week. So what are you doing at the office?" "Nick set me up with the laptop. Wrote something about something. What's CyberLife?" "That's great. You've never heard of it?" "No." Elvis clicked on the link to the website. "It's a virtual life for people around the world. You can be anything you want to be. It's actually very cool. Sign up. Take a look. I want to hear what you think of it." "Will do." "Well, I gotta go. Sorry you're going to miss this. I always feel great afterwards." "Next time," said Elvis. He grimaced. Exercise was something he loathed. He preferred relaxing hobbies like reading. The prospect of exercising alone was bad enough. Exercising as a group bonding activity was beyond his comprehension. The rest of the day was completely free. He opened up the CyberLife website and began exploring. It reminded him of an online version of SimCity. He clicked the join button and created an avatar. Scrolling through the options, it dawned on him that this was an opportunity to create the perfect character. The options were virtually limitless. He didn't even need to be a male. He was free to become whatever he chose to be. It was completely at his whim. He decided to become a blonde male. For the sake of intrigue, he wore glasses to cover his pale blue eyes. The next thing that stumped him was a name. A name is an important commodity in the virtual world. It's the first thing people notice. He leaned back in his chair, wondering how parents chose names for their children. Then again, he thought, they have 9 months to decide. He had to choose something right now, so he typed out several names. Oliphant Hieronymus? That was too abstract. Tertullian Jones? That one had promise. Cornelius Hopkins. He could be the open theist of the virtual world. He liked the idea of paying homage to his former mentor. Cornelius Jones? It still wasn't quite right. Elvis decided to think about it over a coffee. He walked back to the reception area to discover that Sylvia was not at her desk. He searched around for the coffee room. He was all alone. The church phone rang. Elvis looked around. Certain he was all alone, he thought about answering, but hesitated. Not knowing anyone yet, he let it roll over to voicemail. As it turned out, the office coffee maker was a Keurig. He spun the revolving pod rack and pulled one out at random. Returning to his office, he looked at his partially completed avatar. The screen taunted him. What was his name? Perhaps he should use his real name. That didn't make sense. Why create a brand new character and use a real name? A name popped into his head. Hopkins. Hopkins what? Maybe he should just be Hopkins. This was far more complicated than he wanted. He closed up the computer and wandered back to the reception area. Outside the sun was bright. It was warmer than usual and the day beckoned him. Elvis decided it was time to try his new computer in another location. He found a nearby park and popped open his laptop. Nick was right. He could be online anywhere. He opened a new window and looked at the table webpage. It had 268 followers. He connected to his page and clicked follow. Elvis looked at the posts from Saturday's family reunion. Family reunion rocks! Went to the family reunion at TT. Awesome worship. I feel bad for anyone who missed the reunion at the table. FR at TT. What a night! He looked at the page and wondered what he could possibly add to this ministry. He was supposed to be the minister of digital ministries, but what did that mean exactly? Nothing he saw inspired him. In fact, everything looked rather lifeless. What exactly is the point of a digital ministry? He closed his computer again, intending to go back to the office to charge his computer and head for lunch. At least that was in the virtual world. Before he could get up, he noticed a group of people gathering near the entrance to the park. He watched as they milled around, looking nonchalant. It was obvious something was about to happen. The leader of the group moved away from the others toward the center of the park. Following his lead, the rest of the group slowly scattered around. A couple of people surrounded Elvis. While this was taking place, the park began to fill with business people who were enjoying the day to have lunch. Before he knew it, Elvis was surrounded by smartly dressed business people and a group of mysterious characters. Without warning, Elvis heard the soft tone of a pitch pipe. One young man standing at the center of the park began singing. At first, Elvis couldn't make out what it was. Then a young woman began to sing. Then two more. Then another three. As people began to sing, they moved toward the center of the park. All through the park, the Hallelujah chorus rang out. Elvis watched the reactions of the business people. Many people smiled. A few people stood with the choir and sang. There were even a few people who got up and left. Elvis saw folks pull out their cell phones and video the event. Elvis sat and listened as they ended with a flourish. Choir members dispersed once again and spoke to every person in the park. One young man approached Elvis. This moment of spiritual enlightenment was brought to you by The Table, a church that encourages you to live the life you love. God bless, he said. Elvis packed up and went back to the office. It was closed and locked. Frustrated, he went home and played on the internet. Thank you for listening to The Pastor Who Hated Church, written by Timothy G. A. Cooper, narrated by Greg Cooper. Tune in next week to hear the next chapter in Elvis Jung's Tale of Redemption.